There are so many movies and classic stories, novels that I think are appropriate for this day and age in the United States story and in this the story of humanity in the world right now. I wanted to comment on The Grapes of Wrath, the novel by John Steinbeck and the movie starring Henry Fonda, and it's a great movie throughout. And it's the same old, look, every story's great story. What it boils down to, opposing forces. The forces of oppression and greed and, evil, if you like, versus the force of love and freedom and progress. And as a side, look, we can bemoan that that's the case of life and that life is hard. But guys, there's no story without that dynamic. And you can apply that to the story of stars and gravity and light and this nuclear reaction inside a star. It's the same struggle happening in every aspect of God's creation. A sperm struggling against, all odds, to impregnate that egg and pass, life and his DNA on to the next generation. It's the same struggle happening in every human being. But at the end of that story and in the movie, you can watch the clip on YouTube, Henry Fonda gives, there are certain scenes and speeches in movies that just, man, they're timeless. So profound and important that every human being should see and really think about. Henry Fonda is talking to his mother, and he has, the epiphany. He says, "Mom, I've been thinking a lot lately." I'm paraphrasing here. Bear with me. Maybe it's true what the preacher said, that a fella ain't got a soul of his own, but instead he's got a little piece of a big soul, right? The one big soul that belongs to all of us. And what's the next line? That in itself is brilliant and profound. I hope you think about that. I think it's true. We are part of one thing, a universe, a singularity. Sorry, that's how it is. And I was going on just saying, look, I mean, whatever happens to me, the man is kind of irrelevant. But wherever there's a guy who's fighting off a cop, for beating him up for some BS, or I'm going to put my own spin on it. Or a gay person being oppressed because of people that they love, which no one else's business. On and on. Someone being oppressed for the color of their skin. Come on, guys. It happens. It's the same story throughout history. Then I'll be there. I'll be there in my energy, because I'm not just a flesh and blood individual. I'm a timeless energy. We all are. And his mom gets kind of scared by this kind of talk, because he's like, that's the talk of a martyr, someone who's willing to die for progress. I think we all are. But she says, "Well, I don't understand it, Tommy. What does it mean?" He says, then it don't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I'll chime in, back it up with some of the ideas from Braveheart, when William Wallace, the other noble there, the halfway decent one, Robert de Bruce, is telling William Wallace, "You're making enemies on both sides, the English establishment, the nobles, quote unquote, and the Scottish nobles." Because that's what any person with clear eyes does. It's not just the English, it's the nobles, it's the establishment, these greedy pricks who run the world. And Bruce says, "Wallace, you're going to end up dead if you do this." And William Wallace responds, "We all end up dead." That's not a question. It's it's why and how that matters. So it's in V for Vendetta. Right in the beginning scene, it's the story of the man is irrelevant. The man lives and dies. It's the idea that lives on. Become an idea. Become timeless. So that's where I'm at in my life, guys. I'm putting all my thoughts and ideas up on YouTube. I don't care what happens to me as the individual, Doug. Life and death. That's really freaking meaningless. It's the ideas that live on. And You know, make me a martyr. I'm never going to pick up a gun and try and kill. I'm not violent at all. My message is a peaceful, democratic revolution worldwide. Human beings everywhere need food and water, healthcare, and education so that they can bring their talents to the world, so we can all benefit, so we can thrive. And that will happen. That is humanity's destiny. Sorry, that's how it has to be. And yes, there's always going to be greedy, arrogant, pathological liars who cannot grasp nuance. That's part of our story too, and they're not monsters or bad. They belong here. They have a role to play. And you can do your own math and figure out who those people are. But understanding that it's about, I'm going to say 5% of the human race is and always have been of that caliber, of that stripe. Now you can understand human history and slavery and just the, the monopolists, these greedy guys that end up destroying civilization over and over again. Yeah, so I've rambled on there, but I think the points have merit, and I hope this video is shared, and I hope that you find hope in it. I guess let me add on one little tag here, one final thought for you. And the idea of God and a reason for us to be here. It's clear to me there's a reason for us to be here, and God has a difficult task, a difficult job. God cannot just come and give human beings all the answers, A, B, C, and follow the rules, and that's it. And then there's no struggle, because then there's no story. So our mission here, and the reason for us to be here, is to struggle and grow. Without struggle, there is no growth. There's only stagnation. So accept that it's going to be a struggle, but also accept that it's working out. God has a dual role in your life, to challenge you and put obstacles in front of you so that you'll grow, but also to support you. And getting into that kind of a Zen mind state is important. Don't stress. I mean, speak your mind, even if you oppose me, it's cool. Try to make your difference. Address the things that bother you. And if it's not happening as quickly as you like, just, accept it. Because it does work out. You're no accident. I'm telling you. And I say that not so much as a religious. I'm not religious. I'm a scientist. I'm a scientific thinker. But as a scientist, I say that. There is this intelligence, this loving intelligence at play in the universe. And it is play. It's a game. Okay, guys, that's all. Wish you well. Happy New Year. Have a great day. Bye-bye.